Hello friends, I think we are recording. Happy Saturday. And I'm going to do just a really quick project today. I'm going to make a t-shirt for myself for the holidays. So that'll be fun, but before we do that, I wanted to share a couple things that I got in my last order from Couture, which I think is so fun. So you know October was my 5th anniversary, so I got an anniversary, I can't see what I'm showing you, there we go. I got an anniversary squeegee, and I love the color, so cute. And then we started a new patch program, so designers can earn a patch by hitting a certain qualification every month. And our first patch was a little paste jar. He's embroidered, he's adorable. So I'm looking forward to earning those as we go along. So fun. So my t-shirt, I think I'm going to use, well, I am going to use the 'Tis the Season words. I'm not going to use the leaves or the icons that are here. So the words, and then I was thinking of using this Christmas Classics, using maybe 3 of these. They're a little bit bigger than the icons that came with the stencil itself. We'll try it. Otherwise, I can redo it on a different shirt from last year. I think they were last year, yeah. And I can use some of these, but I'm going to give it a try. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to tilt you down so you can see what I'm doing. And it'll be just a really quick. So here's my shirt. It's a 3/4, kind of like a baseball jersey type thing. So the first thing I need to do is put my ink mat in. So that'll hold my, it's not very small. Put this side better. It'll hold down my fabric so that it's not wiggling all over. This is always the hardest part for me, and I don't know why. Let's see. I've seen people like they take it, they put the shirt inside out, put it on, and then flip it, and that just never seems to work for me. Maybe my ink mats aren't sticky enough. I wonder. All right, then I'm just gonna spread this out so we don't have wrinkles. Maybe. Try. See, this is where I struggle. There we go. All right, and then the ink mat is also good because it protects the back side of the shirt, because sometimes the ink will go through. So it's good to hold down your fabric and to protect the other side of your shirt or your pillow or whatever you're working on. All right, let me cut these open because I could have done that before we got on. And I think I'm just going to use white ink. Okay, I like the Nutcracker, but he's kind of tall. So maybe I'll go with the shorter, the tree, and the, I really like the Nutcracker though. I'm going to go with the tree and the snowman. And the snowflake? Is that weird? Let me put them down and then I'll decide. Wish they were just a smidge smaller for this purpose, but I'm sure they're the perfect size for other projects. I cut these little notches in, although these are kind of different sizes, so it's not as bad, but it's easier than to put the backing on. Without trying to see which one fits where. A tip I got from another designer, although I did see someone recently who just scores the transfer itself and leaves the backer intact. Thought that was kind of cool too. Alright, we don't need scissors anymore. Let's see. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? There, maybe that's a little bit better. All right, there's that. I'm going to start with this, I think. And I want to leave enough room. This is where it's going to be tricky. Usually like an inch from the top is okay. So maybe about He's my biggest, so let's put him down first. And if I put him like that, then 'Tis the Season comes down really low. Really low. And I don't like that. No, he's too big. Are they all too big? I might have to go with the minis. I think they're all too big. Sadness. All right, plan B. These are ones I already used because I cut out the shapes. I have to cut these two. Boo, I really wanted to use those cute little guys. Oh well. So there's my shapes from last year. Okay. Plan B. I like the reindeer. Now I can't cut. Ah, there we go. I think I'm still just going to do 3. So I like the reindeer. I think I like the tree. Or do I like that? No, I think I like this. And this is taking much longer than I thought. I'm sorry, you guys. Yesterday to make sure those were the right size. I had a feeling they were too big, but I was hopeful. And maybe this cup of hot cocoa. All right. So now, it's about the same. So if I go about an inch, maybe it's an inch from here. So those guys really were too big. And I can go, make sure I'm centered. All the problems. Crap. Ah. Maybe I should just put it down and then it won't come back. Does that look centered? I think so. And I can come up to like here, I think. Centered and straight? No. Centered and straight. More centered. I think it's straight. I hope it's straight. All right, we're going with it. If it's not straight, we'll say it was meant to be that way. Okay, now I'm going to do white ink. Should use my new squeegee. And just want to do the words. Trying to be careful not to go onto anything else. I could have taped off around it, but since we've taken so much time deciding what we're doing and trying to get it on straight, we're just gonna do this. actually. Now I want to make sure all the little things are straight too, so that's going to take more time than I thought. All right, that's all right. You guys are with me for the duration. Hopefully. And then tomorrow, after it dries, I'll put it on and you can see how it actually turned out. How does that sound? I hope we've got something fun planned for the rest of the weekend. I had gotten sick, so hadn't had my anniversary celebration, so that is on Sunday, which is tomorrow. Wow, okay, the weekend has gone fast. So that'll be fun. Make sure I'm using ink. Yeah, okay. No, that would have been another dilemma, and I would have just said, you know what, we're done, and I'll start over. All right. So that's done. There's a little spot I don't like there. So, let me real quick. Little toothpicks and little Q-tips are awesome to have on hand for little fixes. There's a little spot here that might go through. I'm just dabbing. Okay, that's done. Now, maybe if I can try to line them up like this. What do we think? Let me go down to here. I'm trying not to touch that ink. This probably won't be perfect, but that's okay. And I can go down a little bit. And it's not straight. You're in my way. So we're gonna eyeball, because I can make myself crazy with trying to make sure things are straight and even and all that stuff. Little guy down there is, hopefully it doesn't pull up anything. All right, I think that's kind of cute. I think they're straight enough. We're going for it. I'm going to start here, although that's probably where I'm going to stick my hand. Because you know I'm famous for sticking my hand in stuff. All right, this won't take too long. One down. Cute, cute, cute. This ink's a little thick, which is why I was checking before to make sure I was using ink. It's usually not so thick. There's two. Let me not pull up the reindeer. There we go. And three. What's your favorite thing for Christmas? Do you like reindeer? Do you like trees? Do you like, trying to think what else. Gingerbread. They're all so cute. All right. And ta-da! Oh, that looks cute. Okay, hopefully the placement's okay and they're straight enough. Let me see if I can turn it around so you can see. Move all the ink away because I'm not sure it's straight now that I've picked up the shirt, but oh well, it is what it is, and I'm trying not to stick my fingers in it, but there we go. 'Tis the season. All right, guys, come back tomorrow, see how it all looks on me. Woo! Bye.